Live from St. Paul. I forgot it was. I forgot it was. Well, no, I forgot that I'm supposed to be doing this on Thursdays. Thursdays like this. Is that gonna work? I think so. And I've been catching up on my sleep. I guess I might drink enough caffeine so that it interferes with a healthy sleep pattern. It seems plausible. And here, I want these in the camera. Well, you know what I mean, in the shot. But if I have them, okay. Oh, I'll just move this way a little bit. There, I'm gonna make pork chops. I'm gonna make vegan. So I can't have milk, but I want to use this. I want to make this this casserole, this pork chop casserole. That's great, but it uses cream of Campbell's cream of soup things, and which I don't want to risk stomach cramps on. So I'm gonna make my own vegan cream of mushroom soup, and I'm gonna use it for the casserole, which is gonna be otherwise vegan. And so I'm making vegan pork chops. So I haven't been sleeping until recently. Sleeping's a skill, and it took me a while to, I haven't had, I've had tea once in the last 3 or 4 days, and I guess that coincides with when I'm catching up with my sleep. So it's 4:45 here. I want to get going with pork chops pretty soon. And also, I want to say this. I should have said this at the beginning. I'm promoting pork chops, but as a luxury, see? I don't want to eat a lot of pork, and I do limit my pork. These are both a gift and, well, they were a gift, but they're, yeah. I'd already decided that I'm going to continue making this Mexican, or actually like indigenous way of cooking in a pit, but you do it in your oven instead of a pit. But it's the sauce that makes it. So I decided, and that uses a pork butt, which is actually a shoulder. Did you know that pork butt's actually in the shoulder? Yeah. So I'm going to continue doing that for a year, and if there's bacon bits if there's non-vegan bacon bits on my salad, I'm not going to worry about it, and I might buy salami. But I'm limiting my pork. Okay, this was the first one I pulled out, so. Huang Chan Hao. Chen Hao. If I mispronounce it, I have the excuse that I don't have my glasses on right now, so I might be misreading the letters. And on top of that, I have hair in front of my eyes and can't read. No, I haven't looked up anything about this, which is what I'm doing with this batch of teas I ordered from Liquid Proust. I think I remember this as being very good, because I think I did another longer video of it. So getting around to the explanation for the beginning of why I'm doing this, it's because I didn't realize it was Thursday till right then, and I also didn't realize that I did that I didn't realize it was time for my Thursday podcast, and I also wasn't sure if I wanted tea today, so the two negatives came together and made a positive. The beams crossed, and in this case, something wonderful happened. I'm having a session of tea, and it sounds like my water is about at temperature. So let's go with this. I would have been sorry if I would have broken that. You know, I could put a carpet, or I could put it's called the area rug, I think. People in the civilized world come. I'm going to change my bag out here for a cat. Come on up here, wee one. Uh-oh. Oh! Sorry. Nobody. I wanted to show everybody my cat's bad behavior. You gonna come back, wee one? Come on, go over here. Come on. I'm kind of like a cat, you know. Like I fall off diagonally on a shelf, and I see. I can't even say I fall off a shelf. I say I fall on a shelf. I always land on my feet, though. This is true. Well, no, not really. That's not true at all. Okay, yeah. This is the good one. Yeah. That. Yep. This is the one that. It has a little bit of a Puer kind of funk with the smell. Or no, not a Puer, but some kind of distinct funk with the smell. But it tastes great. The funk doesn't follow it to the flavor. Hey, wee one. You know, I'm back to doing these long steeps again. Can we come a little bit this way we went? How's that? Can you see the camera better now? Over here. There's some of this right over on the counter, by the way. This is more interesting because it's on TV. She likes being on TV. You know, I have to say, a little bit of that smell this time came through on the flavor. You always come through in a crunch, don't you, wee one? No, I respect her intelligence, and she behaves smart. She behaves like I expect her to, don't you? You're such a good behaved little kitty. Like, for instance, I think she already knows not to step on my tea table here. I just told her twice that, I didn't, everywhere, hey, we went, everywhere but here. Don't go on here. You can go anywhere, including on the counters. Not on my tea table, though, okay? So now I've told her 3 times. So if she goes on my tea table, boy, she's going to get in trouble. So yeah, I think before I might have taken the first three steeps at once and then sat back and enjoyed it. And this is just the first 2, but. Oh, you know what? And I just went too long on the steep too. I think it's recoverable though. I think the next 2 steepings will be marvelous. Yeah. There's the part of my brain that connects the thinking to my body. There's some sort of conjunction malfunction there, because what I imagined here, I figure it's going to take an hour and a half to do these pork chops, and I figured, and I still need to read a few recipes. This is how I cook. I just read several recipes and I get the gist of it, and then and maybe just wing it, or maybe more often if it's something the first time, I'll mostly follow one. But so I haven't done that yet, and so my brain, thinking part of my brain said, "Oh, well, just you can do the live broadcast and drink tea and read the internet, and you can talk about what." There's no way I could. That's like triple dipple. Scheduled duty for the brain. I can't even do single side wash. I'm remembering to go shorter on the steeping times with this one, though. At tea, I can excel. We can excel. Now I wonder if this is the one I was thinking of. Because I don't remember. I don't remember if this is the one. I don't remember, and I can't tell if this is the one that I just fawned over. Because I'm noticing it's not very dark for a 6-year-old Puer. Or a 5-year-old, which it is for this matter. And I remember that before. I don't remember if it was. This is okay. It's too strong. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm going too long on the steeping still. Okay, maybe it's doubtful I'll be able to salvage this into a fantastic experience. I'll try though. I'm gonna shut up. What you're not supposed to talk while pouring anyway. But I abandoned that rule. That one rule went out the window right away as soon as I learned my cat could talk. So this is more realistic. I do know that I have to start with browning onions. And when I'm browning onions, I can look at the next step, which I think is going to be, well, I'm going to make a video of it. I've got an idea how I'm going to mash it up with a couple other social video ideas. And it's going to be like one of these like commentary on social media, you know, itself, but it's like wrapped in itself, and it's like ironic, but it's not ironic because everything's ironic. Okay, now that wasn't bad. That was better than the first one. I'm getting some fruitiness there. You like that maneuver, don't you, wee one? Maybe, oh, you know, maybe I haven't been keeping my pot on the camera, so maybe that took my eye off of it as well. So maybe that's why I've been going too long on the steeps. Ow. I think that color is even better there. I was going to remark on how it wasn't a very appealing color. It's still not really great. No, it's not. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was just going too long on the steep. Oh, this is nice. Wow, it tasted a little bit. Okay, you know, I've got this rule. You know, say it if I think it. A little bit like a oolong. A little bit of that fruity oolong taste. I'm finding this comforting. You know, my brain was moving like sludge, but I've been trying to go at a hectic pace. But you know what? I was actually more mindful about it. I was like only hectic twice in the produce section, you know, because usually I go to the produce section and then somewhere else, then back to the produce section, then, you know, here and there. But I just did like, kind of like an E shape in the grocery store this time, and it was fine. And I got everything I needed, and I was out of there in not too many minutes. You know, I usually like grocery shopping, you know, reading the labels. I haven't been doing that recently, though. I used to do that a lot. I used to read all the labels. Yeah, this is much more pleasant than the first many steeps that I ruined by oversteeping it. I think it's got a couple more steeps in it. And then I've really got it. Okay, there we go, bingo. B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G, 5 o'clock. And I need to get to be 10 minutes late on pork chop 0 hour. I have to execute one of these recipes in the time ascribed, or the time it says for the recipe, and that never happens with me. You know, after you do the recipe, sometimes like after you do the recipe several times, you can get it down to the time that it says preparation time, but oh yeah, this is much better. Yeah, It's fruity. Yeah, so I think this is the one that really impressed me. It's just amazing how much the small differences in steeping can make or break a tea. And late in the steepings like this, I would usually be going much longer, but I'm taking this almost right away here because I did it the last time and it was good. Also, my great ability to sleep the last few days has been aided by a sleeping pill. I guess that might have something to do with it too. Yeah, 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 yeah. I had to do more sitting up in a chair than I. Okay, yeah. Now I'm getting a buzz, from this caffeine. It's nice. I'm still kind of like groggy from all that sleep. She was really good about. Well, I was really good about when, like, I did wake up. I woke up like twice, which is very little, from like 3 to like noon, and I fed her a little bit each time, so she didn't bother me in the morning to get me up. She's been being a little naughty. This is really good. I think I still got to do another steep. Um, Apologies for the pork chop delay. Maybe you see, I don't have a recipe for pork chops. I was gonna say maybe I should not try a new. Oh, what am I doing here? Quick steeps. Um, I don't have a recipe for pork chops or anything like it. I mean, like I do steak. I pan fry steak on a lot, and I understand that I could maybe just, I've got some butter and I could just fry the pork chops in butter and rosemary, and then just do rice separately, and then I got some broccoli I could cook up. Maybe I should do that. But I already started to do this how-to thing, how I put it together. The one where I haven't looked up why or who did it first, but the one where they do the Bo Burnham song about the. Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing with that meme is you got to use some sort of really prepared process thing. Like I was going to use maybe onion soup mix, the like, but I don't even. But no, these recipes have stuff like. So I'm going to use silk cashew milk. I don't know. That's a little bit like kind of. Well, no, it's really processed, but it's Here we go. Okay, I should talk about you a little bit. She will be supervising the cooking. I will have a supervisor in the kitchen right there. I have not gone to the bathroom alone very seldomly since I got her, since we met, I should say. She's like a dog that's always on its master's heels, and she was my ex's. She was like that. She was like bonded with the first couple weeks with my ex, even though she was at my first met me with my place, and then I picked her up I rescued her from the vet, and she was so thankful. She was immediately my cat, right? And it's been history ever since. I think because my mom, my adoptive mom, she really likes the things she says about babies and not but toddlers, is she's always amazed at things that they can do, like oh, he put his shoes on and tied them. Okay, yeah, great. Some toddlers can do that. But like it's a miracle to my mom, and that's great. She's amazed, but that's the behavior. So I've been treating her as if that's what I expect her to act like. Maybe doing like the thing like rebelling against my mom's amazement that human toddlers can do these adult like mature tasks. I expect her to be an adult, right? And they're a lot like Weimaraners, if you know that breed of dog. I don't know a lot about dogs, or but I know the characteristics. I just of what I know of the gray coat, and they get really bonded to one person like this, and then another characteristic. What was it? And she knows. Well, I guess intelligence maybe. She knows that I'm talking about her. She likes it. She often mistakenly thinks I'm talking to her when I'm actually talking on the phone. But recently she's, as you might see from these videos, she's now understands the phone as a different person. In, those Time Life science books, those were foundational in my youth. They had one of my favorite ones was, I think it was in the Brain one, which was one of my favorite books. One of my favorite parts of one of my favorite Time Life was a page explaining how they did a experiment with cats, and they raised a cat in an environment where there was no vertical lines. It was all horizontal stuff. And then they put the cat in an environment where there was vertical bars, and the cat would like walk through it. It didn't recognize that there was vertical things that it couldn't walk through. Was that mean to treat a kitty that way? Was that mean? I wouldn't treat you that way, would I? All right, so also I never really cook with flour. I never cook with flour. And I was gonna make a roux, ROUX. It's telling you I know what a roux is makes me feel sophisticated. With flour for the cream of mushroom soup. And that's so. I'm just like wondering if this is a good idea, because now I need to make that certain time. Okay, oh my gosh, I need to get the oven heating too. Okay, no matter how good this is or how much I think it's gonna maybe do another steep, I can't stay for another steep. Good night, farewell. Oh! Okay, thank you. See, she did. Okay, now get out of the camera. Thank you. She, yes, yeah, signing off here. Getting to those pork chops.